Love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, and you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show.
Love you, Shad. Love you, love you, love you. So Shad created the Florida Love Show song. So welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. We are spreading love all over the world today. We are loving cats today. We are going to love all cats all over the world today. So I'm the founder and creator of Florida Love Show, Florida Love. We're a nonprofit and love is free. Everything on Florida Love is free. And for me, my mission is to love all human beings, all animals, everybody. So today we are loving Ukraine and we're loving cats. And I was so excited because I always had cats. I always had Persian cats my whole life. And I just love cats. I just think they're so beautiful. And they're so easy. They're so easy. I mean, I was like, you know, they would just go in the litter, come back, and they'd just be so affectionate and loving with me. I love cats. Love them, love them, love them. So I have amazing guests today. I have Zandre, who you see right here. Is it Rammacher? So Zandre Love. She's the world famous founder of Community Cat Medical Fund, right? And Cat Lover. Yeah, yeah. And so she's incredible. So Nikki, and I love this. So I'm just going to put this up right now because this is too good. So God is love. This is my wallpaper on my phone. Okay, right out of the Bible, right out of John. Reminds me to love everyone. Love thy brother as thyself. Love everyone. So I get a message from Nikki, and this is last week, like Friday. You had just watched the show. And what did you say to me?
Do you love cats? Could you help out Community Cat Medical Fund?
Yeah. So Haley, can you put the camera on Nikki for me?
Camera 2, camera 3.
Great. So Nikki, what happened?
Well, you automatically texted me right back and said, yes, we love cats, and we would love to have you come on our show and bring some of our special cats that we've been helping out.
Yeah. And then you hooked me up with Zandre.
That's correct.
Yeah. And I said, Zandre, would you love to come on the show as the featured guest? She's like, absolutely, I'd love to. And you have a huge event coming up, which we're going to talk more about. And you save homeless cats. You love homeless cats.
Yes.
Yeah.
We provide the medical funding for veterinary assistance for community cats that are sick or injured.
Yeah. So amazing. So this is how God is love. This is how God spreads love. And we've had over 100 shows where I've loved dogs, I've loved animals, I've loved people, I've loved all types of everything, but not cats. I got so excited. So excited. I am so excited for this show. So God is love. And I'm going to show you right now, after George Floyd passed, I handed out roses. Well, actually, I'll tell you what happened. George Floyd passed. I saw the officer put the knee on his neck, watched the life pass from him, and I started crying, just bawling. And I was like, I got to do something about this. So I reached out to my idol, and this is my idol, Martin Luther King. I'm just going to read what Martin Luther King says, because I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal, all men and women, all human beings, all animals, all cats, everyone is equal, and we love them. And I asked him, what do I do? He's like, give roses to every African American. I was on my way to the show with 6 dozen roses. So I went back into Whole Foods and Publix and I gave roses to every African American. And it became a love movement worldwide called Roses for Change Love Marches. And we just love everyone by giving out roses and saying, I love you. So the news picked it up. So I'm going to play the 2 newses to show you what Roses for Change Love Marches are all about. Please play the 2 newses.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said, I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smelling Sweet, CBS 4 News.
We're continuing to bring you inspiring stories from our area about people changing their communities for the better. Tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore shares the story of a man on a mission to spread love, one rose at a time.
Roses are red and Ken Lerman's suit is too.
Love you, Anthony.
If you see his bouquets, he has a message for you.
Man, love you, brother.
The 55-year-old loves love.
I love you.
And he now uses roses to let people know it.
No, I love you.
There's some pain behind Lerman's purpose. His Roses for Change campaign began this summer after he and people across the country witnessed the fallout following the death of George Floyd while in police custody.
How can one human being do that to another human being? Like, I was crying when I saw it.
Armed with roses and a message of love, Lerman says he wanted to reach those most affected.
I got to give this to all the African Americans. They're hurting.
His message has since caught on both online and in Palm Beach County, where he regularly shares love and roses to people of all colors. We caught up with Lerman with 100 of his favorite flowers in hand at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
A lot of learning goes on every day here in the Milagro Center, but today's lesson consisted of some flowers and 3 words going a long way.
I love you.
I was surprised, and I was like, oh, I love you too.
A lot of these teens say it's been a while since they've heard those words directed at them, and even longer since they have been given flowers.
It was kind of weird at first. I was like, roses, giving someone flowers. It was kind of weird because I didn't expect that, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice gesture.
He said, I love you, you stay safe, and he told my grandma happy birthday too.
Lerman says he hopes the connection he makes with strangers leaves a lasting impact.
That's my mission every single day, to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love.
Because maybe all you need is love. In Delray Beach, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And you can help us share stories that are inspiring South Florida. Just send us your ideas to inspiringsfl@wptv.com, or you can head to our website to make us.
So, handing out roses and saying I love you, people light up. So when I handed it out to the teenagers, I walked in and they were just sitting there pretty much doing nothing. And by the end, we were all dancing. That's the power of love. And so I just want to say I love you to the first reporter, Lisa Petrillo, Smelling Sweet. Mwah. I love you, Lisa Petrillo. And the second reporter, Chris Gilmore. I love you, Chris Gilmore. Mwah. And, you know, what I said in the first one is love is simple. Could you imagine if we just gave roses to each other, what a world we would have? Can you imagine if we just said I love you to each other, what a world we would have? Well, we'd have no war in Ukraine. We would just have love. We create our world in our speaking. I create my world in my speaking. And life is short. I could pass right now. So we only have now. And love is to give just because, with no expectations of anything in return. So I'm giving roses saying I love you. I was just in Publix getting my roses, And I was handing out roses, and everybody wanted to take pictures. Everybody, I mean, the place lit up. This is Publix. This is Publix. The whole place lit up, saying I love you to each other in Publix. So that's the power of love. And I say I love you to everybody. I mean, on my way here, I said I love you to my doorman. I said I love you to my super. I said I love you to my neighbors. I said I love you to the person in the elevator who I didn't even know. Well, we ended up getting to know each other. I said I love you to anybody, everybody. Because I am surrounded by lovers in a loving world, because I create a loving world. We are in a loving world as long as we create it and say I love you. And it's just give just because. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? I walk in today, and Sha, who I love more than anything, we've done over 100 shows together, my Florida Love Show singer. She walks in, she goes, Kenny, I have a gift. Just because. Look at this gift, okay? I mean, this is my dream gift, right by my bed. A heart lamp. Now, I love you, love you, love you. So just because. My whole room, I mean, guests on the show, again, it's free to be on the show. I call this love karma. This is love karma. I love Sha. We say I love you all week long. My whole room is filled with love. It's got love all over it. Gifts from guests, gifts from people. Love, hearts, roses, cards, books, anything. Anything. It could be a penny, you know? I mean, I'll see a homeless person, I'll give him a soda. It doesn't, and I'll say, God bless you, I love you. Anything. And say, I love you. So I love you, Sha. This is right by my bed.
It had your name on it.
Totally. This is the best. This is the best. So, love is simple. Just saying I love you. And the second news, he says, maybe all you need is love. No, all you need is love. The Beatles had it right. All you need is love. And everybody wants to love and be loved. So at Florida Love, we have different groups on Facebook. We have Love Songs, which has over 300,000 people. Started out with one. I love that one person. Now it's over 300,000 people. We have Florida Love Dating and Networking, where you can meet the man or woman of your dreams. Thousands join every week. It's over 25,000 people. Then we have Love Circle, where we get together in person and we say, I love you. Then we have Roses for Change, which is what you saw on the news. And then we have Love Will Keep Us Together, which has over 4,000 people. And all we do on Love Will Keep Us Together is just post about love and say, I love you to each other. It's the most beautiful thing in the whole world. We create our world. And again, I could pass right now. So there's another thing I want to talk about, which is COVID. So over 1 million people have passed in the United States. I mean, I have more friends now who have COVID than ever. So COVID, get it, and you could pass just like this. I could pass walking down the street and a truck hits me. Car accident. We only have now to love each other. So, and to love each other and to love animals and love cats. And it's just, you know, so we're going to love Ukraine and cats. Okay? So I want to show you the power of love. I went out with my friend Linda after a show, and we brought tons of roses. We went to Outback, Linda Love. We handed out roses all over Outback. After the show, we go outside, and this guy says, can you please give a rose to my girlfriend? We're like, love you, love you, love you. Then I get a text from Slick Love over here, my music maestro. He goes, love is spreading all over the world. What happened was the guy who asked me to give a rose to his girlfriend posted it on TikTok. So Slick sends me the link. I have no idea even what TikTok is really. I look at the link. It's showing me giving the rose with Linda to his girlfriend, saying I love you, and it says 2.4 M views. I said, oh, well, 2,400 views. No, it was 2.4 million views. Right now it has over 3 million views. It went love viral. Just giving out roses and saying I love you. God is love. This is the power of love. And here at Florida Love, we're about world love. And world love for everything. World love for people, human beings, world love for cats, world love for animals, world love for anything. Love. Love is everything. So, went love viral. I'm going to play you this TikTok video. So you see the video that went viral. Please play the TikTok video.
Can I have a rose for my girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
We would love to.
Oh, wow.
We want to say we love you.
We would love to. We just want to say I love you. Over 3 million views. That's the power of love. God is love. So again, we're going to be loving Ukraine and loving cats today. And we actually have cats on the show today, and kittens that are so gorgeous, and you can learn how to adopt them. You can learn how to help, save cats, homeless cats. You'll learn all about it. I mean, I have learned so much. So I love you, each and every one of you. And again, I'm just so moved today. Like, the amount of love in this room is just incredible. So I want to show you, we're going to love Ukraine right now. So I've been loving Ukraine every show because the world depends upon it. World love depends upon it. I mean, when human beings speak about nuclear and nuclear war, that can destroy the whole world. We're gone. Goodbye. Life is short. Again, I could pass right now. I could pass in a nuclear war. Again, not love. So I spread love to Ukraine, Ukrainians, because they have to win this war, no matter what. Again, the world and world love depends upon it. So I'm going to read what this says. Ukraine, lifting all Ukrainians in sincere, heartfelt prayer. Dear Lord, protect all families, their children, make their spaces safe, provide for all their needs, and comfort them, sending prayers of love, peace, hope, and healing. God will prevail. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. So I'm going to show you a video of the Ukrainian President, Vladimir Zelensky, his Valentine's message from this year. Please play his Valentine's message.
Good evening all. It is February 14th, 2022. Me and my wife are recording this video for a reason. It is very important to show to everyone now that we are together, we are home, we are in Ukraine.
We congratulate all this Valentine's Day. We want to say let's love each other and let's love Ukraine.
Let's love each other. Let's love Ukraine. Exactly. Let's all love each other. I mean, that's the president of Ukraine. So I'm going to play a biography of Vladimir Zelensky so you get an idea who he is as a human being to love Ukraine. Please play his biography.
For many, it's a profile in courage. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky holding his ground in the face of extraordinary danger, choosing to remain in Ukraine, declining a reported U.S. offer of safe evacuation, telling the world through a tweet shared by the Ukrainian embassy in Britain, "The fight is here. I need ammunition, not a ride." The 44-year-old drawing global praise for his messages of resolve shared on social media, telling the world we're still here and inspiring ordinary Ukrainians to join in the fight.
Zelensky, he gives me confidence.
Ukrainians like 35-year-old Natasha, who is making Molotov cocktails for Ukrainian forces.
For me, Zelensky is a real fighter for the democracy worldwide and for the peaceful future of our children.
A former advisor to President Zelensky paints a picture of a man saddened by Ukrainian suffering, but determined.
I think this is the first time in Ukrainian history that we have a truly Ukrainian president. He's pretty much a direct reflection of what Ukrainian people are thinking, feeling, and how they are. So he's one of us.
Zelensky is married with 2 children. He's also Jewish, a descendant of Holocaust survivors. Before winning the presidency in 2019, he found fame playing a president on TV in the Ukrainian television series Servant of the People. and won hearts while competing on Ukraine's Dancing with the Stars. A pop culture icon, now president, emerging as a global hero. His resilience against imminent threat ultimately resonating across social media. One viral tweet writing, "I just really want this guy to live through this," as the threat to his life becomes graver by the day.
Russia's main objective is to physically eliminate him. And he hasn't left. So that kind of tells you what kind of man he is. This nation is rock solid. And that kind of gives me a lot of optimism.
Those close to his inner circle say he has an incredible team by his side. You see them with him in those social media videos. They say that support makes all the difference. Savannah.
Yeah, that leadership means so much at a moment like this. Aaron, thank you very much.
Thank you. So I love you, President Vladimir Zelensky. World peace depends on you. And I'm going to read this one more time. Lifting all Ukrainians in sincere, heartfelt prayer. Dear Lord, protect all families, their children, make their spaces safe. Provide for all their needs and comfort them. Sending prayers of love, peace, hope, and healing. God will prevail. Amen. Ukraine will prevail. Amen, amen, amen. So I picked a song from Stevie Love. He played this song on the show he was on. And this is the perfect song to me. And there's no accident, because we're going to love cats. It's sung by Cat Stevens. I mean, there were no accidents. So we're going to play this peace song. Please play the peace song.
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has become. Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, come on, come on. Now get your bags together, go bring your good friends too, 'cause it's getting nearer and soon it will be with you. Now come and join the living, it's not so very far from you, and it's getting nearer and it soon will be with you. Now I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? Now out of the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Peace train, take this country, take me home again. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, 'cause it's the peace train.
So everybody jump on the peace train for Ukraine. No accident that it rhymes. And so I love you, love you, love you, Ukraine. and we're all standing with you to win. World love depends upon it. So, Shad prepared a song for cats because we're loving cats on the show. But before Shad's song, I just want to show Zandre something. Okay? Zandre, who's this?
That's Wally.
Okay? Wally. I love Wally. How much do I love Wally?
You love Wally a lot.
So Wally to me, so here, this is what I love. She sends me pictures, you know, for the poster, and I fall in love with Wally right away. Wally's got this nice, like, hey, I'm the man, you know, like I'm like the Academy Award winner, like I'm it. He's the world famous Wally. Right?
Yeah.
Right? He's got that smirk, like I'm the man. I love him. I love him. So this is for you, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you meet Wally?
Wally came to us because we got a call from someone who was feeding him outside and noticed that he was injured, and he did the report a cat that we have on our website, and we had a volunteer go out and trap him and bring him to the vet. He's about 10 years old, and he had extensive dental disease and a lot going on. So we have him. Well, he's with me right now, fostering him until we can get him ready for a home.
Yeah, so your nonprofit goes out and you saved Wally and now you're fostering him.
Yes.
So, Stephanie, you're a trapper, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, hand Stephanie the microphone. So, Stephanie, what does it take to trap a cat who's homeless?
Well, it takes a lot because first you have to build a relationship with whoever's feeding that cat so that you know what their schedule is and know when they come around. It depends also what you're trapping it for, whether you're trapping it for an injury, like what we do with the Community Cat Fund, or trapping it to get it fixed so it doesn't, you know, for spay and neuter.
Yeah, so you go out and it can be risky sometimes, right? Sometimes these cats are not exactly the nicest cats because they've been homeless, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are feral cats. I mean, obviously, typically they live on the road, so it's streets and everything else, so they've had a hard life and they had to fight for everything. A lot of times when they're unfixed, they're a little meaner as well and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not only unsafe for the cats, but then you go into some shady areas as well trying to do this, you know. Unfortunately, you go wherever you're needed, so.
Yeah, so you trap and foster cats.
I do. Well, a lot of times when I go out and I trap, obviously, they're not always medical and they're not always needing just to be fixed. You find kittens or you find super duper friendly, you know, adults. And so then you're like, okay, what's the next game plan? So you bring them home. So, you know, you bring them home and then you try to foster them or find partners, you know. You have to network really well and everybody has their own niche and you have to find those people.
So you just love cats. So you just love these cats and you bring them home.
I do. Yes, I bring home too many probably, but yes, I do.
Yeah, you just bring them home. I mean, who wouldn't want to bring Wally home?
I know, look at that face.
I'm in love with Wally. I'm in love with Wally. And Zandra, you told me how many homeless cats are there just in Palm Beaches alone?
There's an estimated 200,000 community cats in Palm Beach County.
200,000.
Mm-hmm.
And these cats reproduce like crazy because the males fight over the women, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And a cat.
Kind of like human beings, huh?
Right. And a cat can get pregnant as young as 4 months old.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And how many kittens can a cat have as 4 months old?
I think anywhere is up to 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So how many times a year can a cat get pregnant?
4 times a year.
4.
4 times a year. So that's 4 times a year, 4 or 5. So that could be anywhere from 16 to 20 kittens.
From one cat, yes.
From one cat. Just one.
Just one.
Out of 200,000.
Right.
I mean, some are males, of course, but the males fight over the women.
Right.
Yeah. and you go out there and you save them, and you love them.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love Wally so much. Oh my God, my favorite. So Sha prepared a song, and I'm gonna let Sha introduce the song for cats, to love cats. So Sha.
Which song did you want first?
The one that loves cats.
You both do.
The one from
The
the
special song? Or the one from the show, Cats?
the one from the show.
Okay. So the ladies were asking me before when I was rehearsing why I was singing from Les Mis and not from Cats, and I didn't want to spoil the surprise. That's why I don't play the song that I'm going to sing during the sound check. But you got me, ladies, and this is the beautiful Memory that was made very famous by Barbara Streisand from Cats. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She is smiling alone. In the lamplight, the withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Memory, all alone in the moonlight, I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Every street lamp seems to beat a fatalistic warning. Someone mutters and the street lamp gutters, and soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will begin.
That was so beautiful. I mean, I've seen Cats a million times. I'm originally from New York, living in Manhattan, and then I moved down here. I'll tell you, that's the most beautiful version I've ever heard.
Thank you, Kenny. That was especially for you all ladies, and for all the little kittens, those beautiful kittens in here.
Yeah, and then a new day will begin.
I remember seeing that show and all the cats coming out of everywhere. It was one of those theaters where the entire theater became part of the set. So it's really, really unique, and all those beautiful cat suits. And someone mentioned earlier the reprise done with a lot of really famous singers like Jennifer Hudson and such. So it was a pleasure to sing this song for you guys, for you ladies.
Thank you.
And the kitties.
So what was it like for all of you to hear that song?
Definitely brings back memories of all the hard work that we do, helping the little ones, but also helping the older ones and their lives, saving their lives.
In what way does it bring back memories?
All the cats that we help, and sometimes as hard as we try, they don't all make it. But we give them the best chance that we can. And without people helping us in the Community Cat Medical Fund, funding us so that we can go out there and help these homeless cats, that people have just forgotten them and moved and left them behind. and they don't deserve that type of a life. And that's what the Community Cat Medical Fund does. That's what Bella's Promise does. Without our trappers getting these scared cats into homes and letting us fix them, it's the whole circle. And it really does bring back memories.
So when we first spoke, Zandre, you know, I didn't know there was that many homeless cats, over 200,000. I thought, like, my mom feeds cats and birds. I thought when a cat is like just like running and being fed, I'm like, oh, it got lost from its owner, like a dog. That's what I thought before the show. And no, not at all. Not at all.
Most people, when they see a cat, think the same thing as yourself. But when we see a cat, it's, you know, different thoughts run through our heads. You know, is it fixed is the first question. And, you know, who's feeding it and what's going on. And, you know, because we know if that one cat doesn't get TNR'd, which is trapped, neuter, and returned, we know that there's going to be more cats in that one location. So it's one of the reasons why Community Cat Medical Fund was started, was because I was a trapper initially, and I saw the need for the medical assistance for cats who do not have owners.
So TNR is trap, neuter, and return. So
Yes.
Explain why you neuter.
To prevent the kittens and prevent more homeless cats and suffering.
So when you neuter, it's a female cat?
It's a male.
A male cat.
But it's both. It's
Okay.
just the acronym for, for spaying and neutering.
Okay, so you spade a female cat,
Mhm.
you neuter a male cat to make them infertile,
Yes,
so that we don't keep spreading more and more homeless cats.
correct.
And you just love them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that song brought back memories of all the cats you've saved and loved.
It's definitely a labor of love, and something that I think once you see cats, like you said, you see them outside, you can't unsee them. And I think we all share a common goal that as much as we do our rescue work, our ultimate goal is one day not to have to do it. And we do it out of love, and we do it to prevent the suffering.
Do you have a cat there that you saved and loved?
This
that
is
you can show?
Yes, sitting on Nikki's lap is Louie. He's one of the cats that went through the fund. He's a 10-year-old community cat that was taken from a trailer park. And when we got him, he had a severe respiratory infection, and he had some dental issues that prevented him from eating well. And we've gotten him fixed up, and he's ready for his rescue and adoption.
Beautiful. And then it comes to Bella's.
Yes, welcome Louis to Bella's. He's going to be transported pretty soon.
Yeah, and then you put out, okay?
We send them up north because they have a shortage of cats. I don't know how. The weather, there was some crazy person that went trapping years ago and kind of controlled everything, which this is what we're hoping for, that we'll be in that level. We transport them. We have 12 partners that help us place them in homes. They normally get homes within 2 to 3 weeks, which in Florida is unheard of. Usually they stayed in shelters for almost sometimes years. They get great homes, and just get love forever.
Especially adults.
Especially
adults. It's really hard to get adults adopted here in Florida because they're here. And people who, especially with COVID and people losing their homes, they have to leave. And they can't get them into the shelters most of the time, and they just leave them outside. It's Florida, it's warm, they'll be fine. And those are a lot of the ones that we're finding lately as well.
So when you say up north, where up north?
New Hampshire, Boston area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and they get adopted right away?
Pretty much.
Wow.
I think the most we had waiting has been 3-4 weeks
Hmm.
for any cat to get adopted.
Wow.
Mhm.
So that's amazing. So every Persian cat I had came from, a shelter. And I was amazed to find Persian cats there, but they are incredible. And so Shab prepared a song another one. And she actually created it especially to love cats and love all of you and what you do. So, Shab, please introduce your song.
So yeah, the beautiful musical Les Mis talks about people who are miserable, right? And what happens to them. And so I took one of their songs called Bring Him Home, and I tweaked it with my way of tweaking songs. I call it Gift of Songs, and I changed it to Bring Them Home, and a few other tweaks to talk about our beautiful kittens that are here and the work that these beautiful ladies do with the help of Kenny. So we created the song together.
So Shaq created Bring Them Home because that's what you do. You bring them home. Yeah. So you have an event coming up, right? Yeah. So I just want to show you so you can talk about it.
Yes. We are having our 1-year anniversary at the Cactus Grill in Palm Beach Gardens to celebrate our 1-year anniversary and saving approximately about 60 cats in the last year, and to hopefully continue it forward. We will have a raffle and some silent auction items. Tickets are on sale right now. You can go to that link that you're showing. You can go on our website, which is comcatmedfund.org, and that you can purchase tickets from that website. And we'd love to see you there and come out and support the cats.
So catmedfund.org, they can register. And right now you said 40 people have already signed up?
Yes.
And you have 20 left, right?
We have about 20 more spots left. Yeah.
Right. And it's $40 each ticket, and you get a free drink, alcoholic, non-alcoholic drink.
Yes. And the some of the proceeds from the $40 come to us to, continue our mission for the cats.
Yeah, to keep loving the cats.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your first big event, and you also said you were celebrating
Yes, our 1-year anniversary.
your 1-year anniversary. And how many cats have you loved and saved in 1 year?
In 1 year, the fund has assisted about 60 Palm Beach County community cats.
Great. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. And it's Cactus Grill and Tequila Bar in Palm Beach Gardens, which has amazing Mexican food.
Yes, it
Incredible
does.
Mexican food. And so this is going to be a really fun event. So it's Thursday, May 26th from 6 to 8, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to miss this. I mean, you don't want to miss this event.
If unfortunately you can't make it, you can still buy a ticket. It's a non-presented ticket, and you can still bid on the raffle prizes or just make a donation,
Yeah, so no matter what, you can contribute
Yes.
even if you can't come.
to love cats and to continue the mission. And
Yes.
again, like I said before, life is short. We only have now. So this is amazing. Oh, I'm so in love. This is so exciting. So can you explain to me how it works from trapping to adoption, the whole process?
The process is someone would go onto our website and fill out the report a cat, which would then notify us of a sick or injured community cat that they are either feeding or have found or know about. We would then contact them and get all the information. If they can't physically do the trapping, we would reach out to local volunteers that may be able to assist, such as Stephanie, who's assisted us in the past. If the cat needs, foster care, aftercare, something of that nature, and they're not able to assist with that either, we would reach out to someone, like Nikki, who has done medical fostering for us. And then once the cat is healthy enough, we would reach out, if they're not feral, to an organization like Bella's Promise, who has been integral in continuing our mission because they assist with adopting out, with the shelters that they work with. We're all part of a team, and when we all work together, we make this mission happen. And every person in this room is integral to our continuing support of the community cats in Palm Beach County. I do want to note that we are only specifically for Palm Beach County because with 200,000, we have our work cut out for us. So, until we, either win the lottery or get a larger donation funding, we have to stick to who we can assist locally in Palm Beach County. So cats like Wally and Louie here, they're the ones that we're assisting.
So I love you, love you, love you. I'm just so moved at how you love cats, like from the bottom of your heart, no matter what, no matter where you are, you just love cats and you want to take care of them.
Absolutely. We see the suffering that most people either don't see or turn their head to. And this is, again, an absolute labor of love because all of us in this organizations are volunteers.
And if anyone's interested in Louie for adoption, he's only 10 years old. You gotta love Louie. He is available for adoption right here in Palm Beach County. Just go to our website or send us an email, and we'll be more than happy to let you meet Louie, fall in love with Louie, take him home, and love him, love him, love him. Love Louie.
And Bella also has some kittens that are, I
Yes.
think, available for adoption as well. Those little cutie pies over there. So,
So can you take them out to show everybody? And being from New York, I love Louie. Louie is like,
Oh.
I mean, who
He's
would
not
want
too
a
happy
Louie?
right now.
I mean, I love Wally, I love Louie, I love them all. Look how gentle and loving they are, and it's no accident, Stephanie, that see again, you have my sister. My sister's name is Stephanie. I mean, there are no accidents. And then when I think of Robin, I think of Fly, Robin, Fly. And then Jesse, my best friend, his name is Jesse, since I was 2 years old. Again, there are no accidents. So you just love cats. Can you take them like out as many as possible just to show everybody? Are they all adoptable?
Yes. Yes,
Those
they're all adoptable.
kittens are so adorable.
And just like, and they came from the streets.
Yes.
I mean, that's.
All these cats came from the
All
streets.
the cats, you know, these were ones before, obviously, a mom could be trapped or, you know, fixed or anything like that. So these are cats that have literally been pulled from the streets, and they're everywhere. Right now, we're in kitten season, even though it's technically kind of year-round around here in Florida because of our weather. But, you know, we're just starting out in kitten season right now, so we're going to start seeing a lot more of them, so.
One of the things that we do ask you, when you do see a kitten outside, do not touch it, watch, wait. Mom just went to go get some food. So with you pulling them, and what are you gonna do with it? So leave them be in the street. Watch, if you see after 4 hours for the tiny little ones, 8 hours for the bigger ones, then do something. But just don't kidnap the kittens, because you're overburdening all these rescue groups and the shelters with kittens where there's a mom taking care of it. Once they're 2 months old, they're eating on their own, then bring them to a shelter, get them fixed, get them into homes. But don't take them when they're tiny babies.
I love you, love you, love you. I am so moved. I love those cats and kittens so much. So what's a phone number? What's an email that people can reach out if they want to adopt these kittens and cats?
For Louis, our website is comcatmedfund.org. They can send us a request, and I don't have any adoption paperwork on there yet, but they can send a request and reach out to us, and then we can start the process. There would be, you know, an adoption fee and a home check, things of that nature.
So reach out to comcatmedfund.org, okay? And with Bella's, if they want to adopt kittens.
You can go to our Facebook page, which is Bella's Promise Pet Rescue. And it has our website on there, which is actually part of rescue groups. A lot of our cats and kittens basically get transported up north. Like last year, we transported over 2,400 up to shelters, partner shelters in New Hampshire and in Massachusetts. So a lot of the ones that we adopt out here are ones that find and foster fail.
Wow, so most get sent up north, but if they want to adopt those kittens, those gorgeous, beautiful kittens you have there.
They can go to our Facebook page, which has our rescue group's website. We have the adoption applications and everything on there. So.
And what's the name of your Facebook page?
Bella's Promise Pet Rescue.
Bella's Promise Cat Rescue. So how come you're called Bella's Promise?
Oh. Okay, it was my ex-husband's grandmother. She feeds, she used to feed, she passed away last year from COVID. She used to feed just any type of animal in Venezuela. She would pretty much give her food to them. So it was just, I was stuck on what should I call the rescue, and it was perfect.
So it was like her legacy lives on. Bella, your husband's mom?
His grandmother.
Your husband's grandmother, Bella, who would feed cats. So this is her legacy.
Any animal.
Any animal. And cats. Any animal and cats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like my mom,
Right.
too. And so that's
how the Bellas.
It's in her name. It's in her legacy. So she's here with us right now.
Right.
So I love you, Bella. I'm just like, look what you created, Bella.
Yes.
Wow.
She's a great lady.
Yeah, so like 2,400 cats you sent up north. I mean,
Last year.
yeah.
We're going for 3,000 this year.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm hoping.
Mm.
My crew is not happy, but I'm hoping.
And she passed from COVID?
She passed away from COVID, yes.
Yes, see, life is short. We talked about this before, but she lives on
Yes.
in memory. and with cats, loving cats.
Mm-hmm.
So before we end the show, is there anything that any of you would love to say about cats or anything that you'd love to let everybody know?
Well, let's put it this way. Finding the cats isn't the problem. Finding fosters for the cats, finding funds to help us to give medical to the cats that need medical, spay and neuter to the cats that need spay and neuter. Those are really some of the things that we need, because we see every day from the ACC last calls, cats that are in bad neighborhoods or busy car areas, and we can't take them if we can't find people to foster them and give them love. And you know, a lot of us will help with the medical, we'll take care of the medical and food and whatever else you need. We just need that place for them to go.
Beautiful. Is there anything that
I second that emotion. Absolutely.
Sure.
We can't do anything to assist if we don't have the people to help. You know, it could be as small as a spare bathroom for a couple of days for a cat to heal from, you know, an injury that's, you know, not too big, or it could be a dog crate in a couple of weeks. You know, if you have that spare room, that could be a lifeline for that cat. Otherwise, we can't help it, or, you know, it goes to, it just, you know, if we can't help it, the cat continues to suffer. Donations and help with TNR, and please spay and neuter your pets, like Bob Barker always said. All cats, outside cats, you know, get involved in TNR in your local area, and you'll be helping us without even talking to us. Because, you know, the cats that aren't TNR'd obviously are the ones that we most assist. So.
And is it free to adopt a cat?
No.
Okay.
We do charge an adoption fee. It's minimal in our eyes. It's $100 to adopt a cat. That comes fully vaccinated, fully spayed or neutered, and it's microchipped. And so it would be, it's minimal compared to what we spend to get the cat, you know, up and ready.
And then you have a cat of 9 lives for life.
Yes.
How long do cats normally live?
15 to 20 years is a life expectancy for a cat.
So for $100, you get 15 to 20 years of unconditional love.
Yes.
That, I'll tell you, I'm so moved by how beautiful those cats are. I have tears in my eyes. I'm just like, wow. So I love you, love you, love you. I love you, Bella's promise. I love you. I love you, Zandre. Love you. I love you, Nikki. I love you, Stephanie. Love you, Jesse. Love you, Robin, who I call Fly Robin Fly.
We love you, love you, love you, love you too, Kenny. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having us.
Yes, absolutely.
It's hard to get the word around to get the help that we need.
Yeah, just to love cats. And you could do anything. So even if you have a spare bathroom that you could put a litter and have a cat for just a day, an hour, a second, whatever it is, so they would go to your website and send you a message.
Yes.
And that's
ComcatMedFund.org.
ComcatMedFund.org, or you can like your Facebook page, Bella's Promise Cat Rescue.
Bella's Promise Pet Rescue.
Bella's Promise Cat Rescue, and send you a message. So again, I want to thank you for being on the show. I'm just so moved. I love my Wally, my Academy Award winner. And I just love each and every one of you. I love you, love you, love you, and just thank you for what you do.
We love you too. Thank you.
We love you.
Yeah. So I want to thank all of you for watching the Florida Love Show today. I love it that I love Wally. So beautiful. So I want to thank you all for watching the Florida Love Show today. I love each and all you lovers out there. So let's all love cats. Let's all do whatever we can for cats. Anything to love cats. So I want to thank you all for watching the show. I love you all. And as I end every show, who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.